Hi everyone, I am Margaret Tarot Reader, and today I'm doing a personal reading for a client. As you already know, prior to the recording, I call into the universe with my client's personal information because they remain private at all times, whether it's a ritual or a spell. If you are interested in consultation reading, comment below. Email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook Margaret Tarot Reader. It is for Scorpio personal reading. Let I see, let I know, ancestors, and let's get started. What is it that we need to know for our client ancestors? When it comes to predictions, certain predictions can come during the time frame that I give you. Other predictions can come or change and align yourself within your emotion, spiritual, or physical form. And see if the universe allows you to have that energy or prediction change. They are predictions that cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you and people in question have to take in this earthly world. We are looking at Scorpio and Scorpio. Scorpio male and Scorpio female. Scorpio. Let I see, let I know, ancestors. Thank you. So, in reference to this Scorpio, we see that he is having a conflict in reference to his relationship because of another person, of a third party. It can be it can be here that he suspects or is jealous of the person or people that his spouse hangs with. But it's also letting me know that the spouse here is being suspicious of you seeing someone else or of you still interacting with someone from the past that could possibly be married. So right now, for this Scorpio that we're reading here, it shows me that he or she is being naive about the situation in their marriage, or just not being completely serious about their marriage. It's a long-standing marriage, according to the client, but in this marriage has also been of other parties. Third parties is what we see here. Okay, what's going on here? I feel also that this person, this client of mine, is also considering to retire from their work environment. They're thinking about it, whether or not. But when it comes to his mistress or the person that he's seeing on the side, it shows me that something is going to be unexpected that will take place in this relationship. This client of mine, the Scorpio, is seeing someone that is also married. And some news have happened or were said to him in reference to this third party situation that he's trying to either avoid or make a change in reference to his third party and or marriage. For now, I still see him being married to this person for the next 3 to 4 months, 6 months. I still feel that they are still going to be together, but his marriage is going to drastically change eventually in the next year. Because of that third party. He may promise to give up the third party. I do not see it. I do feel that he will either change a phase in his life with that third party, is what I'm sensing here. Now, let's see. For this client ancestors, let I see, let I know. Let's see, what can we see here? What's going to come in here for this relationship? So, as of now, for next year, for this client of mine, Scorpio, I do feel that eventually you're going to change home environment because I see that there will be some legal separation in your marriage. I still see you seeing your mistress still because you're not happy and content with your spouse. That love that you have with this person has changed drastically between you and your spouse, Scorpio. Your spouse is also thinking of whether or not to separate from you. I feel that there was a conversation of that, or will be a conversation of that as of now before the year is over. She is contemplating on whether or not to separate from you. She's talking to a legal person about this, or will be talking to someone about that, because she, for at this very moment, is not clear 100% whether or not you're seeing someone else. She feels, or intuitively feels, that you are seeing someone from the past, or were seeing someone from the past. But for now, not having the clarity that you are seeing that other person again is what it's holding her back from leaving you, divorcing you, kicking you out. Eventually, she will know and understand and see the reality that you are seeing someone, that you are sleeping with someone else, and that you are very connected to this person, even though you ignore the person more often than not. I feel this for this client of mine, for this Scorpio, I feel that you had or have children with this person, um, or will have children with this person as well. But I also feel here that the relationship between your marriage is also based on this person that you've been seeing for a while and your marriage, your spouse. There will be a change, because I feel here that eventually you're going to compensate something to your mistress, either because she will end up pregnant or because you already have children. It's what the predictions are telling me here, Scorpio. Something that you do not see coming, that is coming in forth here. Someone is going to change here the situation, but I feel that the universe is telling you that you need to make this change, that you need to take charge of your personal life, and in spite of everything, go in and see who is it that you're in love with, who is it that you want to be with. Follow that heart, follow your spirit, not the material growth, is also what they're saying here. Okay, let's see for my clients. Absolutely. So we definitely feel here what it's telling me to my client in reference to your spouse. You feel that your spouse is very bossy type, very in controlled, and very cold to you at times, or all the time. But it can be also the energy that she's taking in right now when she finds out that you are seeing someone still, or you continue to see someone else. What else can we see here for our client? No, we're not taking that. Okay. So you're looking back on some changes that you want to do here in reference to that relationship, is what it shows me here. But see, Scorpio, I would advise that if your heart is between your spouse and your mistress, I would advise you to look into yourself and see who feels that inner voice in your heart and in your soul. I feel that you know deep down your mistress does, because there's a detachment or a close of karma between you and your spouse. But I also feel that deep down you know that what you have, what fills you the most, is what this mistress is giving you. Let's hope that that is what you follow, okay? And not desire to hold on to your richness and your goals and set minds of the marriage. Being that this is a personal reading, only my client will know what I'm talking about, okay? Now, let's see. We are going to look now. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. What I see for my client. Do remember that when when there are moments of silence, it is when I'm transcending to your spirit guides, so they can start continuously pass on to the messages that goes to you, my client Scorpio. For my male that I'm reading here, Scorpio. So you have a lot of concerns in reference to your home environment. Something that is coming here to a change in your environment, it's telling me here. that is going to change here, Scorpio. You want to make certain changes, but you don't know how. You do care. Yes, it shows that you do care still for your spouse, because she is also a Scorpio. But you also want. It's almost like you want to maintain the peace in your marriage, but you also want to keep your mistress and tag it along. There's going to be problems because your spouse is going to find out that you have been seeing someone else, or that you went back to that person. Okay? I feel that in the next 3 weeks or 3 months, here, male Scorpio, there's going to be a defined moment of what it is you're going to do and decide if you want your spouse, your marriage, with lack of love, lack of emotions, and or decide whether you want the mistress with conflicts there because of money issues, because of the convenience and whatnot. But I still feel that you're still going to be with your mistress here. There's going to be problems because there's going to be the legal issues that you're going to have. There will be a separation between you and your spouse here, is what I'm sensing here. For now, I feel that you're keeping it afloat. You're wanting to maintain it. That you're going to have a lot of problems in your home environment because of this, with your family, with your children. And you're going to wonder whether or not they will accept this person that you are seeing, that they will see what you see in her. I feel that there's another person in your mistress wife who is willing to give her what you're not willing to give her if you don't start making your decisions. I feel that your mistress has taken you with all her being. She loves you. She wants to be with you. She wants to marry you. She wants to create something with you, is what I feel, Scorpio, here. But because you're too slow to act on this, or you've been too slow to act on this, or you've taken your mistress for granted, Scorpio, what's going to happen here if you continue this is that your mistress is going to find someone that can give her what you've given her and more. Now, she is not in love with anybody else but you. It's very clear. But there is a man that is around her energy, that feels for her already, that has flirted with her already, or been intimate with her already, and would like to continue being with her because he's falling for her. And he later on will be willing to give her that marriage, that agreement that you are not, or you're not ready, or you're afraid of. So I would say that you're taking your mistress for granted. And I would say here, according to the energies and predictions, what I'm sensing here, Scorpio, that to your surprise, all that you're trying to keep in your marriage, it's in standstill. All that you think that you are coming about, it's in standstill. Because your spouse does not trust you. Your spouse already knows of what you've done before. We know that already. But there's continuous conflict in this relationship, in this marriage. You might even start beginning to be jealous or doubt of your spouse, including, but that's because of your actions. Again, your spouse actually does have bachelors around her that would want to be with her if she chooses to. But in the moment, she's still with with the relationship, with the family and whatnot. I feel that she is in the moment interacting with a friend of hers who shows as a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. It can be either or sign. It can be even another water sign because we're using you right now. But there's a friend in her surroundings that's been there for quite a while. They grew up together and whatnot. This friend has portrayed to be a faithful friend, but this friend also cares for your spouse. What is going to happen is that this person is going to come out clear and tell this to your spouse that they have feelings for her. And the reason why he's going to say that is because he knows about what's going on between you and the marriage. Someone knows about what you've done in the marriage because she has confided in that person. Okay? But see, overall, I still see that you're going to be married to this person for the rest of this year. We still see them there. We still see a little bit conflicts in the relationship, a little distance. You thinking of her and her thinking of you, your spouse. But we also see that you're coming in here toward your mistress, wanting to be with her, wanting to see her, and I still see that. There will be a conflict between you and the mistress of what is going to take place. It can be that there's going to be a conflict between you and your mistress because of her spouse or because of your wife finding out. Your mistress, we do see that she is wanting to detach from this marriage that she's in, to not continue portraying what she does not want and feel in this relationship, who, by the way, her relationship is actually abusive, or she feels like that. She feels trapped in the relationship. She feels lack of emotions, lack of love toward the person that she's been with, but does not know how to detach from this relationship. And especially now that she has fallen for you, that she feels that she's found love within you and with you. I feel that her energy is genuine toward you in so many ways. And even though she have had other bachelors or other potentials that are better than you, she's still stuck by you anyways. It is very difficult for her to be with you because of your situation that you're married, because she never thought that she could fall for someone that is actually married. She never thought that she could give her heart to someone else besides her husband. Her heart has never been in the marriage, to tell you the truth. Her heart has never been in the interest of being in love with her spouse. It was always because it was there, someone to love her and someone to take care of her. And she was just always afraid to give in her heart. And then she met you and it just gave. So here for my client, Scorpio, I feel that you're confused. I feel that you're confused. I feel that you are wanting things in your way, like a spoiled child. You want this cookie and then you want the other cookie that the other person have, but you want the cookie that that person have, not the one that is displayed there, that is available and so far. And it is about having your way and not the proper way. So in this form, I would say, Scorpio, your heart is with the mistress. You may not trust this person as much, I feel. But it calls on to you to want to be with your mistress. I feel that you've had your share in your run with your spouse. I feel that you have collectively maintained the wealth of the finance and whatnot and the children I see here. But I also see here, Scorpio, that to your surprise, your spouse really, she's on the verge of not wanting to be in the marriage anymore either, because she does not trust you because of what you've done, and because she's keeping an eye on you, and because she knows that you're not being honest with her, and because deep down it's time to be over and done with. According to the planets and according to Mars, according to everything that's going on here between you two that are both Scorpio, I would have to say that right now what you're going through is a time of phase of understanding, seeing things, and accepting things by the end of this year. Sometime next year, I do predict that there will be some type of legal separation between you and your spouse. It might linger for quite a while because you might decide, client Scorpio, to beg your spouse for forgiveness or try to work it out. It's normal, so you should. But at the end of the day, if you take too long, you will lose the person that your heart belongs to, which is the mistress. And you will lose your spouse also, because your spouse will move on because she will not want to do anything with you because of trust. And so we feel here that your guys are telling you need to wake up, you need to accept things for what they are, and you need to understand that love does not manifest on the way you want it, but the way it is written in the skies. Okay? When we fall truly in love with our own spirits, our own well-being, with our own light, we fall in love with what the light is, what the soul is, not the physical form. That's what we looked at in the beginning, but that's not what it happens. Okay? And let's see, ancestors. Let I know what's coming in here for... It can be that you want to be with your mistress. You thought about that too, but you feel that it's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of people being involved, lack of trust. That normally happens because of the way you are right now with this person, both of you being married. But I also feel that you do want this. You want to. I feel that you still would like to even commit to this person eventually. There's going to be a movement at home here, either for you, client Scorpio, or your mistress. Okay? You're going to end things with your spouse sometime next year. Actually, there's no commitment there between you and your spouse. I feel that there's lack of intimacy happening between you and your spouse. There's going to be problems because you're going to try to reconcile with your spouse even so after she finds out again. I feel that there's going to be a distance between you and your mistress, Scorpio here. I feel that you are going to be in and out with this person still. And I also feel here that we see you here trying to maintain your marriage. You might decide to leave temporarily from this situation when your spouse finds out that you are seeing someone else. And your spouse is going to be determined to file divorce, to divorce you, but you're going to try to come back and surprise her. As you already know, the routine, you surprise her, you wine her and dine her, buy her expensive gifts, because that's what I see, and trying to keep and maintain the peace, trying to promise her that you're going to leave anything and anybody in order to work the situation and regret all kinds of mistakes. But in reality, is going to be shameful for you, my client Scorpio, because all this deceiveness that you're going to do within the marriage is going to come complicated for you because you're not in love with your spouse. That's the number one key. So even if your spouse decides to surprisingly keep you still after her finding out again that you've cheated, there's no love there in your heart toward your spouse. And that will cause you endless misery in your marriage. And you might, as you already done in the prior years, forget that part of you, ignore that part of you to follow your heart and your spirit. And you continue to show status of well-being or wealth, whatever it may be that you have. You already know. It's only my client and I that know. But only in your silence or moments of being alone is when you desire or cry for your mistress. So decide what it is you want. If you want to keep the rest of your life in silence, loving someone that is not your spouse, unfortunate, a lot of people do it. But that will be your case if you decide to. Your spouse will always, and even if she keeps you, she will always accuse you, always keep an eye on you, always dismiss you and see you less. You're not going to see a tremendous improvement in your marriage. You're not going to see in your marriage that because she kept you, she's going to love you more, treat you better. She's not. She's going to see you less than even. If you feel that for now you're taking the ends of the stick with your spouse, you're going to see worse than that, even if she decides to keep you. If she decides to keep you, will be because people don't know what you put out in the media. People don't know what you have behind closed doors. So it will be for convenience to keep you because cheaper to keep her a lot of times. In this sense, that can be for you. And I feel that overall, even your own children will even start disrespecting you because of this. You're going to live in hell emotionally if you decide to stay in the marriage, is what I sense here. You're not going to be happy in your environment. You're just not. Now, if you decide eventually to have a change of life totally between you and your mistress, I feel that you're still not going to be happy. You're not going to be completely satisfied because you're not going to have the wealth or the status with that relationship. You're going to have the emotional boundness and fullness with your mistress, let's say. And you might even have a child with this person. I do see that. But at the same time, I feel that you're not going to be happy because you're used to living one way and you're not going to with the mistress. What you have with your spouse, you're not going to have with your mistress, which is the luxury, or the wealth or the status. It's how I'm seeing your energy. But again, that is for my client to decide. Do you want to risk your wealth and money toward the person that you know that you belong to spiritually, because you know for 100% that you love this person? It is what it is, but that's the prediction I have for my client here. It's a lot of struggles that is going to take place for my client as of now into the next 3 to 4, 6 months even. There's a lot of instigation, a lot of problems, a lot of confusion in your emotions. And some days you're going to feel that you do love your spouse. Some days you feel that you do love your mistress, and back and forth. You're going to be back and forth, definitely, to the point where someone has to make these decisions for you, because you don't even know how to make these decisions. You can act well on your job, which I feel that you also want to retire eventually. And because if you retire, you also feel that you're not going to have the freedom that you have now. So you're staying afloat there. In all, I feel for my client, your spouse has to be the one to decide either to let go or keep you. But that's what will happen if you stay. Okay. Now, one last spread, ancestors. What are we seeing here? What will come with? What is going to take place? What I see, ancestors, what's coming in, what's going to take place in reference to this marriage. Thank you. So we definitely feel here, Scorpio client, you will find out, and this is, now we're looking at the spouse of my client, which is also a Scorpio. She will find and see clarity that there is someone else in her life, and she wishes not to continue. She's worked hard for this marriage, but, you know, I feel that someone is advising her how to fix the situation that is causing her conflicts. There is another person that is going to come into her life. We see that here. She's not going to be happy in the relationship with you, knowing that you've been with someone else or is seeing someone else. We see that here. There's going to be conflicts and chaos, fights, argument, accusation coming from you. Okay? Coming from your spouse to you, Scorpio. She will be talking to an attorney in reference to separating from you. She will probably end up going to one of her relatives or children's home while there will be some type of legal separation between you two. You know, what I see here for you, Scorpio, is that you're going to want to be with your mistress, but I feel also that either you're too flirtatious or other women are just always in your face, you know? There's going to be another woman who's going to be interested. The fact that the energy is here, it could possibly be that you are going to entertain someone else as well. But we do see here, because we're looking at your spouse, her being conflicted, she's going to start talking to someone that she trusts in reference to separating from you once she finds out 100% that you're still seeing someone, a mistress of any kind, past or present, doesn't matter. But she's going to find that out. There's going to be conflict between this relationship between you both. For now, it's like in a hold between both of you. You're in the marriage, but you're not in the marriage. You probably even sleep in separate beds sometimes, or most of the times, or you will be. There's lack of emotions, lack of intimacy between you and your spouse. She does not trust you. And now she doesn't trust what she feels toward you, the love and everything else. When she talks to you, She's going to be very cold. If she's not already, she will continue to be very cold, very affirmative with her actions. It's almost like you pass halls and she gives you the certain looks. And you probably are waiting or will be waiting for the time that you are with people or with family or with gatherings to be interactive with her and her to you, because when you are surrounded those people, she portrays and you both portray to be a happy married couple. And so maybe you're going to want to use that energy to overcome certain things and hope that she will give in to you again. It's a sad situation what I'm sensing here between both of you, but overall I feel that your spouse is very cold and very direct and very to her best interest. I feel that in this relationship, when she caressed you and all that, it was to her best interest, what she was getting or what she got from you. And I feel that it was always about putting what's best out there, putting what's best out in public or out in front of people or out when you were going to people, places and things. It's always about showing character, showing some type of a success, when deep down in the marriage is just draining and falling, and she's not happy in the marriage. I don't know why you want to keep it or she wants to keep it, but there's no I don't see any joy in this marriage between both of you. I don't see it. It's not there. The lack of intimacy, the lack of love, the lack of conversation, the lack of wanting to be together, it's not there anymore, is what I'm sensing. So it is what it is. You decide what you want to do with these predictions, okay? But eventually we do see the conflicts of fighting for money, fighting for home, fighting for whatever it is that you. And I feel that this fighting is because that's the way to lash out at what you've done, to lash out of the pain and suffering that both of you are going through. And it is what it is. The more money, the more fights, right? That's what happens. And so that's what I'm sensing here. Know that there's going to be issues between you and your mistress because of this also. You might decide that you don't want this anymore because it's causing too much problems. You might decide to even see other people because you want to make it seem that you don't care for your mistress, but in reality you do. There's going to be a change here of environment for you, male Scorpio, is what I'm sensing here in reference to your marriage. We definitely see that. Okay. Yeah. There's going to be conflicts here for you for sure, male Scorpio, in reference to your marriage. It feels sad, the energy for me right now. But deep down, there's something that you're causing to yourself and to your two people that you are in love with, or one person that you're in love with here. What I also will have to say here, Scorpio, for you is that you're very manipulative when it comes to your relationship with your spouse and with your mistress. I feel that you are not being straightforward and honest with your mistress and with your spouse. And I feel that your spouse is catching on to that, and she's not having it. She might start looking to see how many times you cheated on her. I feel multiple times. Okay. So that will be for my client, Scorpio. Now, let's see, ancestors. Thank you. We're going to look at something real quick here, and we'll close off that prediction. Okay. Thank you, ancestors. Let I see. Let I know. When you are thinking of someone that you've been intimate with before, and we definitely see that you are either meeting someone else besides your mistress, Scorpio, and your spouse. in the next 2 days, 2 weeks, you're going to be intimate again with the mistress that you're seeing. But there's another person that is coming back here that you haven't seen in a while. Someone from your past, even someone that you slept with in the past. There's going to be conflicts coming in here between you and your spouse because she's checking everything that you're doing. You are not happy in your relationship. We see this. There's a change that is coming in this relationship. Yes. So I feel that for now, you're going to put something on hold, whatever conversation that needs to happen between you and the mistress. And you're looking into that. You're thinking about what you have asked me. So I do feel that even though you want what your mistress wants, for now, you're not ready to give this. But something is going to change directly from your spouse that is going to change the environment for you and the mistress here later on. I feel that you and your spouse at home are in a different, you know, one end of the house, each other, or you will be in that sense, okay? You're thinking of something here that you and your spouse have this, that you and your mistress has discussed here, is what I'm sensing. Yeah. And you don't want to, and the fact that someone from the past is coming back, another person that you've been intimate with is coming back around, or you're meeting someone else, can be both. It makes you want to take a leap and date someone else also besides the mistress you have. I will tell you this, you're going to deeply regret it if you sleep with someone else. But it might even help you at the long run, because the regret that you have sleeping with someone else will also discover that you are in deep head over heels for your mistress, that you actually do love this person, that you actually do want to commit and be in a commitment, and that you're going to start looking to see what is it that I need to know to hold on to this mistress at the end of the day, because I love this woman. I love this woman more than I could ever love someone, is what you're going to be telling yourself, Scorpio. What I'm also sensing here, Scorpio, is that you're about to lose someone that you love dearly to you in the next 2 weeks or in the next 2 months here. It can be a mother figure, a sister figure, someone that is older, okay? We definitely see that there's going to be conflicts in reference to money and finance. Yes, okay? Now, thank you, ancestors. And I will check one last one for you. Where is that other one? Okay. One last one, and we close it in for my Scorpio. This is a personal reading for male Scorpio, spouse Scorpio. Thank you, everyone, for taking time to watch. If it resonates with you, it is what it is. A lot of us have interactive energies, so but this is a personal reading for a male Scorpio that I've been doing. If you are interested in your own personal consultation, email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook Margot Your Tarot Reader. We're still running a special for November in reference to readings, so take advantage of it and pass it on. That I see. Let's see, ancestors. Thank you. So there's a conflict here. Just looking at everything that you're doing, everything that you're posting or not posting is what I'm sensing here in this marriage. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, it's just, wow. It is what it is. I see that someone else you're thinking about, Scorpio. You're not in the mood to talk with your spouse. I can see that already. And I feel here also that she has and is thinking again. We see here the process of separating. Okay. Don't know why I put 3, 4 there, but it is what it is. I'll just leave it there. Okay. Yeah. No, it's just in that picture here. Oh, she's on to you, Scorpio. On to you. Yeah, your spouse is on to you, Scorpio. Your spouse is keeping an eye on you. She's looking at the media. She saw something that clicked in her thoughts and saying, okay, something is not right here. She's going to find out that you're cheating. She's going to find out that you're seeing someone else. She's going to also start talking about separating from you in the near future. She's going to find out who that person is, okay, who you're seeing. She probably feels that you are seeing someone else besides the person that she caught you with. Someone is going to follow you, Scorpio. Someone is going to follow you. Is going to follow, or GPS or whatever it is, but she's going to find out through someone that either she trusts or knows of or refers of. However way, she's going to find out because someone is helping her to find out what it is you're doing here in this relationship. Okay? Plain and simple. If per your questions, I already answered all your questions. There will be some type of separation between you and your spouse in the near future. You will be begging her. We see that. There will be confusion between you and what it is you want between you and your mistress. We see that. We still see you between you and the mistress. We see that. And you will have temptation of someone else. We see that. Where your heart is. That was one of your questions. Your heart is with your mistress at this time. And your spouse will catch you. We see that. Okay. One last spin. Let I see. Let I know. You're going to be talking to someone in reference to looking for another property, another home, because you suspect that there will be legal separations between this marriage in the near future. Fighting for your wealth and being. So, I feel that you're going to be afraid that there's going to be some legal separations of this marriage. We know it's coming, but it may not come as you expect them. It's going to be a long haul in separating with this person, I feel. Because she's going to find out who it is you're seeing, and that could cause the difference of separating or staying together. It might be that you're still with her because she decides to keep you, because it's not going to be divorce until she says it's over and done, until she feels that she took and drained the last juice out of you. Okay? It's what I feel here. Yeah. I feel that when you start noticing that, you're going to be the one to decide to separate. She might bring it up, accuse you of whatever it may be, but at the end of the day, you're going to be the one to say, I'm out. Okay? That's what I see here. I will say, analyze your situation carefully, Scorpio. And I would say, put the ducks, however you want to put them in roll or sideways between you and your relationship with the person you're seeing and your marriage. And then see how can you improve either or let go either or. And also, I would advise here, Scorpio, because the guys are telling me, do not wait too long, more than what you waited toward the other person, okay? Because, let me see, and I will tell you that now. Because someone else will be in your shoes in a half second if you don't decide to, okay? I'm going to look at this now, and then we'll close it off, Scorpio. Let I see and let I know. Okay. Exactly. So we know that someone else is coming along here, okay? We know that you're going to be with your spouse, your mistress, and there's someone else that you're going to be interested in. Watch out, because you know you're going to lose whatever it is that you feel that was good. You're still going to see your mistress still continuously. There's going to be in and out conflicts between this energy because of what she wants and you want. But we still, yeah, and we still see here someone is going to find out that you're visiting this person, that you're coming to see them and be with them and whatnot, okay? And again, it's coming from your spouse, so she might hire someone, she might trust someone to do this with her or without you. Yeah, someone is going to deliver the message to your spouse that you're seeing someone here that's mistress. We definitely see that. So I feel that you're going to attempt to be intimate with someone else besides your mistress here in the next 2 weeks to 2 months, or in the second half of next year, if that's the case. There's going to be difficulties with the situation, I feel, for you, Scorpio male. If that's the case, you're going to lose your mistress, and you're going to do what you're going to do only because you're either hurt or because you feel is the right thing. You're going to regret sleeping with someone else outside your mistress, because you're going to lose your mistress, and your mistress will go and find love elsewhere. There's someone that can give her more than what you can give her emotionally and spiritually and financially, as a matter of fact. And it's not her husband either, it's someone else. It is what it is. It's what I see here. We're sensing a pregnancy coming in as of now and next year, between both of you here, between you and the mistress. Can be even a surprise. Okay. Your mistress is not happy in her home environment, and she would like for you to divorce and her to divorce. Yeah, that's what I sense here. I think that this has been coming for quite a while between both of you. Yeah. Well, isn't that something? Scorpio male, it is what it is. I feel that you've been roller coasting here with different people, and your heart fell for this mistress that you have, but there's another person coming along that I feel that it's probably already there, and if you feel that your heart is better with whoever it is, then follow it. If you feel that you want to be with the finances and whatnot, then follow that too. But something is going to change between you and the marriage, and also within your third party. Let's see here. Let me ask before we close, ancestors. Thank you. No, I feel the energies of you, Scorpio, as you don't like to be told what to do, but yet they tell you what to do, which is your spouse. And yet you want to rule over someone else and have your way and then run with it. That's how I'm sensing you now, Scorpio. Well, yeah. You're asking me all these questions, male Scorpio, and I have to tell you that at the end of the day, we see you still being in the same phase. Yeah. Between you, the mistress, and your spouse, and someone else, including. It can be that, someone is very concerned of what you do at the end of the day, right? That someone is going to be chaos in this relationship a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're going to be cheating with more than one person, not Scorpio. And you're going to lose what you have now with that person. And I can assure you that at the end of the day, you're going to feel like you made the biggest mistake if you cheat on your mistress. Because now I sense the mistress energy. Okay? So this is how I sense you, Scorpio male. I would have to tell you that because I have to say it, the mistress energy is coming in here. The reason why she stayed with you, it is because she fell in love with you. And that's it. There's nothing there that you can offer her. Even if you have it, there's nothing there. And she could have chosen anything or anybody else better than you. But she followed her heart, not like you. She followed her heart. She's in miserable marriage, but she followed your heart to be with you, and the side piece and be whatever it is that she is not used to or does not want to be in. But I feel that as of now and next year, first half of next year, she'll understand and realize that she lost good years with you, being your side piece, and that there's other people out there, one in particular, who is going to offer her wealth, love, abundance, and happiness. Yep. If you decide to be a coward again, or continuously, if you decide to keep what you know should have been already gone, or if you decide to cheat again, she will completely surprise you and leave you. She will divorce her husband eventually and learn to close the chapter between you and her and move on to what this other person is offering her love and genuinely affection. In the next 2 weeks to 2 months or the second half of next year, this other person is going to promise her a relationship of marriage, a relationship of family. Okay? And you're going to be stuck on making the wrong decisions. You're going to regret leaving, while your spouse is going to also walk away from you. And you are going to be there. Why? Because of your wealth, your money, and things like that. You're going to be missing, wanting to reconnect with the mistress that you have right now. There will be continuous of conflicts within your heart, within your mind, in reference to this. And if you decide to cheat on these two women that you were asking about with someone else, you're going to discover that this person is not going to even like the intimacy with you. Is not even going to want to be with you. This could be a person that comes into your life because either your position or your wealth or whatever it is that you have. And she will discover that you really don't have much to offer. And she have had better than you is what I'm sensing from this other person. If you decide to cheat on your mistress and on your spouse, that's what I see, Scorpio male. It could be someone that you meet at her work or your work. She can even be like a waitress or like a stripper or like it's almost like the energy of a gold digger is what I'm sensing. That's what I see here. You're going to feel that you've made the mistake of your life being with this other person if you decide to. If you decide to be intimate, I feel. And even if you decide, because I feel that you're still going to take this woman out anyways. And right off the bat, the universe will click and speak to you. Hopefully, it will not be too late to lose your mistress, because I feel that you're destined to be with the mistress, to be honest. That's the whole sense of energy. What you have with your spouse is, it's a karmic that needs to end already. You did what you need to, you did what you had to do in this marriage already with this person. And so you both been reluctant to close it when it should have been closed. So therefore, Mars, Uranus, and Taurus will make a drastic change and bring you the Tower, I feel, in a short time. Okay? And if you're still, both of you, in the naive sensation, then it will strike you more than it should, believe me. I feel that there's going to be an argument or fight or some type of contradiction between you and another person. It can be the spouse of your mistress or another man that is involved with your spouse or someone else that comes along. Okay? I feel that you also want to start some type of business here personally for you, male Scorpio, and it's going to take a slip and slow. I feel that for now you need to just get it together, get the ducks in a row, and then see what you're going to manifest later on, first next year. We definitely, hopefully, you've, out of this reading, you see what serves you the best and let go of what does not. If you follow the intuitiveness, the spiritual sense, the heart sense, then we definitely see that you're going to talk to this mistress that you are in love with and that you are destined to be with. You're going to talk to this person in a very short time, in the next 2 hours, 2 days to 2 weeks, or you're going to come to a realization, to realize that you want to follow that heart, you want to follow that being, and you want to hold on. Next time, or when you start seeing your mistress, you're going to start being more open to your heart and open to give and understand where she wants to be at with this situation. And you're going to also realize that you love this person more than anything or anyone. I feel that you're also going to close the minute you, the first, at the first date or the first time you sleep with whoever it is, you're going to tell them no. I thank you and it was a nice, whatever it is, but you're going to close it off with whoever it is, that other person, I feel, because you're going to realize and accept that you love your mistress. It's not your spouse, it's your mistress all the way. So it's almost like going out on a date with this other person that you meet, or sleeping with this person, and then the minute you do this, you turn right back and you're going to run to the arms of your mistress, because it's who you really are in love with, and you're going to recognize that nothing now matters more than this person. That is a good thing if that's what's going to happen, if that's what you're going to realize at that time. Either way, that's what I see here for you, Scorpio. I feel that when you decide to be in a stable, committed relationship with your mistress that you have at this time, which you will, I feel that you're worried now what your family is going to say. You're worried now who's going to give you more conflictions to accept this person that you're with now. You feel that there will be family members that are not going to want this woman around you or you with them. And I feel that is the concern, how to play this out for them to accept the person that you're in love with, Scorpio. Believe it or not, I feel that it will be at first, your side of the family, siblings, brothers, and so will accept this mistress because they genuinely see that she's naturally given, naturally beautiful, naturally something about the nature is what I'm sensing here about your mistress. That she's not about showing off what she's not. It's almost like genuine sense of energy is what I feel that is coming from your mistress toward your family. With your situation about your kids, I feel that one of them is not going to like them. One of them will not like them at first, but then later on would adjust to their energy and learn to like a lot your mistress, understand her path, understand why she's in your life. May not like it at first, but one of them will be friendly to be friendly, I suppose, to let you be and let you be happy, to accept her because you're happy. Let's say it, okay? So that's what I feel for you, now, Scorpio. I want to thank you for letting me help you in your path, in your spiritual growth, and your spiritual predictions. And I wish you Love and light. Thank you.